KIS is a great place for education. It has many interesting classes, but this class is one of the most interesting classes. It doesn't have any quizzes or tests, but rather it has students to follow their instincts and creativity.
With such complicated formulas and thinking involved, many would expect high school students to feel stressed and bored in math classes, especially at such a competitive and rigorous school such as KIS. However, two current math teachers at the school created a new class to break this near stereotype, and it is called Math Connection.
This class came about because Mr. Trotter and I really wanted a course built on the application and interpretation of mathematics in a real-world setting. It was only going to be a single semester class, and then it grew into a second semester year-long course, and it's been just wonderful. There's great attitudes, everybody's there to learn. It's not very grade focused, it's very focused on what we're learning, what we're doing, and I think a lot of that has to do with student autonomy. They get to choose what they learn, but it's really about them creating something that we feel like there's a need for. Like, what does a modern 21st century desk look like? What does it have? Would it be a touchscreen surface? And all of these ideas sort of birthed into what we could do, and that it was connected to mathematics in the sense that they're designing, they're thinking creatively, they're having to communicate their ideas, as well as all of our construction has required geometry. Why 3 points of contact with the ground versus 4 points of contact with the ground? How do you support this? How do you know it's a right angle? A lot of construction in that respect, and that's been really, really great. We started this project. Our goal was to create a desk, something that would be more conducive to group work than our current situation, which is having 4 individual desks placed together or 3 individual desks placed together. And we wanted the freedom to be able to do different things with it. This is Mr. Trotter and I. And so we proposed it to our Math Connections class. And they came up with many blueprint ideas. They had a lot of different ideas. Trapezoidal shaped desks that had lots of weird sort of like a lake would be shaped with pieces missing so you could slide desks into them. A lot of really, really great ideas, but ultimately they decided upon a desk that was cube-like in nature, well, prism-like in nature, and then the sides would fold up, and that would allow you the ability to pair as well as work together collectively as a group. So the blueprints really were designed at making sure everything was labeled appropriately, all the design features such as the flaps, how are they held down, how are they held up, what are the dimensions, and everything else. That's what the blueprints were all about. So we've been using this space. It's a wood shop sort of that we have at the school. It's the stairs between the middle school and high school building. Underneath that, there's a wood shop area, including a number of power tools and stuff. So we taught the students how to use things like drills, each of the saws, the clamps, how to make sure things are level. We taught them all of that at once. And in so doing, such dangerous equipment, and so using dangerous equipment requires a lot of safety, and consequently we use goggles, we use masks, we make sure the teacher's always present. We went through an instruction on how to use it, what dangers there are, how to be safe, and with all of that we've seen a lot of really safe and appropriate use of the materials.
How was the class?
I think Mathematical Connections is a very fun class. It gives the students the freedom to do what they want, but it's also more based on teamwork rather than grades, so it helps us to develop our teamwork skills.
After the desk project, I'm not sure. Mr. Trotter and I had a few ideas, including studying things like math and music, or maybe math and philosophy, maybe looking at history, and I don't know. The students they've been really, really great. I can't emphasize that enough, that they've been a wonderful group of kids. They've worked really, really hard, been passionate, and really driven a lot of this curriculum.
Let's hope that this new approach to teaching math can help students realize how important the subject really is and to find a new sense of fun in it as well. This was Steve Kim and Liu Shin from Phoenix Bloom.